Success doesn't come clean. Not in Buster's world. Not in Chester. Every victory carries a shadow, and after the speakeasy opened its doors, Buster began to feel those shadows move. Elizabeth arrived early the next morning, her hair in a messy bun and a second-hand coat dusted with frost. She found Buster in the small firehouse kitchen, sitting alone at the table, staring into a cup of black coffee like he couldn't remember pouring it. "Elizabeth, you sleep here?" she asked gently. "Didn't sleep at all," he muttered. She studied his face, noticing the dark circles under his eyes. "Elizabeth, you look like hell." "Feel worse," Buster said. Elizabeth sat across from him. "You want to tell me what happened last night?" Images flashed through his mind. The bootlegger dissolving into red mist, the demon's grin reflected in the bar mirror, the cold breath behind his neck. But he pushed it away. He couldn't put words to it. Not yet. "Just nerves," he said. "Big opening, long night." Elizabeth didn't believe him, but she let it go. For now. Later that morning, Buster walked the second floor of the firehouse, checking old offices and storage rooms he planned to renovate. The hallway felt quiet in a way that didn't make sense. Heavy, thick, charged with something invisible. He stopped in a dim corner where the floor dipped. A faint whisper drifted through the air. "Buster." He froze. His breath caught in his throat. The voice sounded close, like someone standing just behind him. He reached for the office door handle and pushed it open fast. The room was empty. Dust floated quietly in the still air. But on the far wall, fresh scratch marks carved deep into the old plaster. He backed away slowly. Downstairs in the speakeasy, Elizabeth was restocking the bar. As she worked, she paused, sensing someone behind her. When she turned around, no one was there. She forced a breath and kept working. Then she saw it. A woman standing in the far corner facing the wall, dressed in a long, old-fashioned gown. Her hair hung in dark curls, hiding her face. Her shoulders trembled, as if she were crying. Elizabeth dropped the glass she was holding, the sound shattering across the room. The woman turned. Her face wasn't a face, just blurred flesh and a stretched, wet smile. Elizabeth screamed. Buster rushed down the stairs. "What is it?" Elizabeth pointed toward the corner, shaking uncontrollably. "There was someone. She was right there. They looked together. Nothing. Just an empty wall. Buster asked quietly, "Did she vanish?" Elizabeth stared at him, shocked that he believed her. You're not calling me crazy?" "I ain't calling you a liar," he said inside, dread twisted in Buster's gut. This wasn't just fear. This was something older, something he knew too well from the crossroads. That night, Buster drove the distribution routes around Chester. He checked deliveries, spoke with his men, and kept his routine tight. But on a long, empty stretch of road, his headlights flickered. Handprints appeared across the windshield, dozens of them, pressed from the inside. Faces followed, pale, warped, staring at him from beneath the glass. He slammed the brakes. The engine sputtered and went silent. He sat frozen as the handprints slowly faded away. The faces melted like candle wax dripping in reverse. When he finally restarted the truck, he didn't say a word. For the rest of the drive. Back at the firehouse, Buster sat alone in the basement office, his hands trembling just enough for him to notice. The lights flickered. A soft chuckle floated through the room. The demon appeared, leaning against the bar counter as if he owned the place. "You're jumpy tonight," he said. "Start talking," Buster snapped. "About what?" the demon asked lightly. The shadows, the things I'm seeing, Buster said. And Elizabeth is seeing them too. The demon went silent, his grin fading into something colder. Oh, Buster, he said at last. You built something way too big, and big things draw attention. Attention from who? Buster demanded. The demon set down his empty glass and stepped forward slowly. Not from me, he whispered. Buster's voice tightened. Then from what? The demon leaned close, breath cold as a grave. This world is bigger than our deal, and you ain't the only one who wants a piece of what you're building. Buster felt his pulse rise. Explain it. The demon's grin widened, far too wide. It means, Buster, you're not just seeing ghosts. A dark shape moved behind him, something not fully formed. Something hungry. You're seeing bitters. If you hear your name while listening to this, stop. Don't let them know you're here.